Well, maybe a good example of this to even just to tie what I was just saying about the general rules of thumb is sort of in the vein of paying down debt. And I remember we had discussed one strategy that was out there about sort of accelerating your mortgage payments and paying that off. And most experts would say that's not smart to do that. That's the general rule of thumb is that, mortgage debt and to be honest, my rate is super low. So I mean, it on the face value, it does not look like the smartest place to put some extra money. But as we got talking about that and kind of actually doing the math behind the scenes, and I think we read some different things together. We reached out to a few others. It started to change the possibilities, if you will, for me. It started to open up some new ways of thinking about it and realizing that maybe kind of generally that is something you want to think hard about, especially if you're not able to, if you're choosing between doing that versus investing versus some other pieces. But that really changed my view of, like, before it was just very black and white. It was like, nope, I'm not even going to touch that because I should just put all my money somewhere else. But I started to really look at the math. And so for a period of time, I actually tried it out. I tried sort of accelerating paying off my mortgage and started to kind of dream about that and about, wow, that'd be kind of cool to not have a mortgage payment. That could really open it up here with a large family. That could really be freeing for us. So I stuck with that, I think, for about a year and a half, and now I've shifted to some other things. But that period of time that's a very memorable one, and I paid off a pretty big chunk, to be honest. So there was some serious success that came from that, and that was helped by
Because
our
those
conversations.
dollars that you put towards your mortgage are not just that 3% that you're paying that year, right? I mean, there's more power to that because of the length of the mortgage. And that's where I think people kind of underestimate, I only got a few extra dollars to throw towards a mortgage, or I got a little tax refund. I'm not sure where to put it. Should I throw it against mortgage? Should I just drop it in a savings account? Those types of things. But it's really kind of when you look at the long term pieces of the mortgage. How much money am I going to save in the long term? How much interest really am I going to save in the long term for every dollar that I put towards a mortgage? It's not that you have to pay it off today or tomorrow or anything like that, and it's not really even about, some people talk about making an extra mortgage payment once a year, and some of those things certainly helpful, right? But it's that dollar in many cases, even if you have a low interest rate, saves you $1 of total interest at some point in the mortgage too. So no, I totally agree.